That's not my goal right now. If Connor stays at 145s, which who knows he will, if he retains the belt, which who knows if he will, if I have success at 135s, which I plan on doing, that's a whole different story. But I mean, like I said, I actually like Connor. Connor's a good guy. Would I mind fighting the guy? I'd fight Connor, but it's not like my main goal right now.
The eyes on the 135.
Yeah.
Do you ever see yourself maybe heading over to train with Connor at SBG or inviting Connor out to train at Team Alpha Male?
We've got a whole team of guys that are in his weight class. So I would if I was in Ireland, I would definitely go train there. If he was in Sacramento, he'd be welcome to come train. That's the same that went for Jose Aldo. When Aldo was in Sacramento, he came to Ultimate Fitness. When I was in Brazil, I actually went and trained at his gym as well. He actually stood me up for wrestling practice. But I think Connor be welcome. The truth is, though, I have a deep pool of guys that will probably be facing him at some level. I've got 55-pounders, I've got 45-pounders, so we won't necessarily pour all our knowledge into him, but we could have some goes. I think I'm curious to see how the emotions get involved for Aldo, because I feel like Connor fights great when he's emotional. And I feel like the early Jose Aldo was an emotional fighter, and we saw him knocking people out like that. I feel like we're going to see a more dangerous Jose Aldo, which is good. And, his cage has been rattled a little bit. As far as the technique goes, I feel like Aldo will be slightly faster. Connor will probably have the reach advantage and kind of be a little more creative. Aldo's the better submission guy, in my opinion. At least credentials-wise, he is. And wrestling is pretty even, but a slight advantage to Aldo. But the one thing I would worry about with Aldo is when we've seen him wrestle in the past, it's a different kind of conditioning than it is when he gets to choose when to do combat and when not to, because he's so good at footwork and spacing and distance, etc. When we've seen him really wrestle, like against Hominick, where he's offensively wrestling, he got fatigued and ended up getting ground and pound a little bit in the end. So, you always have to worry about that. But I think Connor is a guy that is going to, if you give an opportunity, he's going to try to win the whole time. It's Aldo's duty to get him out of the game altogether.
Would you advise him to follow Chad's game plan? Get in his face, try to put him down, and try to go for submission?
I wouldn't say that Jose Aldo needs to be scared of Conor McGregor's stand-up by any means. I mean, when you're fighting guys at the highest level, you look for the slightest little advantages to take a fight. I mean, it's a coin toss with Aldo actually having more weapons, in my opinion, on the feet. So it's not like he needs to get it down because Conor's so dangerous. Aldo is very, very dangerous. He can, annihilate your legs. He's got nasty knees. He has some tricky, punch combos that end with kicks to the body or kicks to the head. Aldo has that game also. If there was an opportunity to take it down, should he do it? Yeah, maybe. I mean, Aldo's no dummy, but I think he'll be fine anywhere. He just has to, be able to go the whole pace like he wants to go and not get fatigued.
How will Connor's southpaw stance affect Aldo's leg kicks?
I have no idea. I would say I'm not a massive leg kicker, so I haven't been that hasn't been a big percentage of my, striking is breaking down a guy's leg necessarily. So I would say probably, it could be something that they game plan for. I'm not sure if it's going to be like a big deciding factor on whether he's a southpaw or not. I think the thing that's a real issue is Aldo can kick like a friggin' mule, and it can be debilitating.